No, give me like a blah, 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 like right in the middle of a song, dog. You start a song with that, just give me that blah, 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 blah. Give me that sound right there. I know that's a good song.
Yeah, motherfucker, you got the podcast. Now meet your host, Pencil and Cellar, and I'm Lil Krampus. This the Juggalo Rewind, Season 8, motherfucker. Recognize.
Episode 4.
Every day. Every day. Every day.
Welcome everyone to episode 4 of season 8 of the Juggalo. Is that the...
That's how it goes, right?
I
have my horseman shirt.
There's still time. Episode 4, season 8, Juggalo Rewind. I'm Pencil, a.k.a. Peter. That's Chris, a.k.a.
Arn Anderson.
Cellar.
The deformed 4 he throws up.
What is going on, Chris? How are you on this fine day?
Chilly, cold. I should have wore a hoodie like you. A little chilly down here. The heat kicks on. It's doing good. Doing great. It is not week 4, week 5, but episode 4. Huh? Fun times. Rydas. Full life.
That's full life. Well, we are basking in the glow of the Psychopathic Rydas, and we should remind everyone that we are the Juggalo Rewind podcast, your favorite Juggalo podcast, and we deep dive into Juggalo albums one track at a time. And I should say, we should say this more often. I need to redo this. It's going to be my practice run. What we do is truly here to, as Chris moves the snoring dog, we are here to speak to you like we're on a road trip to the gathering or to a show or you're just hanging in your basement. This is really just supposed to be conversational, and we're all just having a good time with friends. It's like a virtual postcard. I like when we hear from people who we've never met or who we talk to all the time or we don't see very often, and they email us or call us or talk to us about these shows, and it's nice that this is like a conversation with you, the listener, and we just happen to be here and you're just tagging along.
It's almost like a virtual, different aspects of the virtual world forum or message board. It's not just sitting there on the message board talking, but you got people in the comments saying, "Oh, I was at that show," or "I remember that," or calling the hotline talking about it. Yeah, it's like a interactive forum of sorts.
We just happen to be starting the conversation, and you're sitting there listening to us BS.
Right.
And that's what this is all about. It's truly what it's all about. I mean, the other half of it is Chris being Indiana Juggalo in the Temple of Fago.
Go to juggalorewind.com for the archives.
You should have a opening, like where you're opening the Ark of the Covenant.
I should make a Juggalo librarian t-shirt and wear that at shows. Like, who's that guy?
Just dress up like librarians, all buttoned up, and
I'll be like the detective from Seinfeld. Yeah. the library detective. It's all funny games drawing pee-pees and wee-wees. I'm here to document the history.
Anyway, so that's what we're here for. Half documentation, half keeping you company on a nice little road trip or, conversation piece.
And we should note, we like to make a lot of jokes, poke fun at folks within the Juggalo world or some of the lines they have, but it's all in true fun. This is all for the love of it. They're sitting there documenting the pendulum on the website this week, non-stop adding stuff. That's all for love. So anytime we're making fun of it, it's in love. It's all that.
Unless they deserve it.
Well, that's you dropping heat on people.
That doesn't happen. Anyways, it doesn't matter if you're a long-time fan, if you're a new fan, you're new to the business.
Noob.
Yes. Or if you're not a fan at all, maybe you're just listening to listen. I don't know why.
Maybe you like Ron Banks, who appears later on in the episode.
Spoiler alert.
I don't know who Ron Banks is, but I know he's on it.
But no matter who you are or why you listen, there's something here for you. If you're new, go check out some of our old seasons, our old episodes. Start from the beginning. or start from the middle. Start from wherever you want. But if you're a regular, you know what we're doing. You know what we're about to jump into. Like we said, this is season 8, Psychopathic Rydas, Dumpin. You know what stops this? Well, we'll talk about that. I'll forget, but that's okay. We got something this week that's different than usual. What else do we have going on? I don't know if we have any bits. We were talking about those, unless you want to... I haven't researched it, but do we want to do bit number 1? Or do we want to jump right into the episode?
We could do bit number 1, or we could also discuss. You just were at a record release party. We could discuss
we could do that.
The new album and show you got to experience live.
I have something about that, but maybe we'll talk about that off air. Not about that, just in general.
Okay.
So, this is coming out. This episode is dropping. We are. What is this? This is the end of February,
right?
So
I tried to time it with the Punchki shirt. I can't tell if it's Punchki week or not. I didn't sit down to the math.
I never know when that is. Like, I barely know when Easter is. God forbid I can count 40 days before that. And
I know it's coming up because we're going out to the distillery for the Punchki party March 1st. So it's right around this time.
If you are a fan of the Punchki vodka or the cream.
The cream is good. I sampled it. Very good. The vodka, I'll mix it. I don't like vodka much anyways, ever since Poland. Almost died on it. But the cream, very good. Very smooth, tasty. So I don't know if that travels outside of the Metro Detroit area.
Yeah.
But
is that one of those that's... Do they think that will sell out instantly, or do they make enough to stock it? Or put it in stores?
The cream, it's in stores. Not like all stores, but the vodka for sure is spread its tentacles. It was just a limited one at first.
Yeah, those first couple of years, you were wait in line and it was gone.
Record store day vibes. But yeah, I don't know if the creamy boy is like that. But I did hear Punchki Head's making a return. Who's on the back of the shirt here?
Oh yeah,
I hear he's returning. Hopefully, there's more plushies. 'Cause I didn't get a plushie the first go around. I need one of them. Put him on the couch, and then I can order the ICP buddies and put them next to him.
Next to the Boondocks one.
Boondocks and M&E ones are almost wrestling buddy size, right? They're bigger.
I think so.
Because the ICP ones are
really
tiny, and they're pretty expensive. I almost got the Riddle Box ones, but I'm like,
I don't know then.
They had them for the era. They had a Riddle Box era, and then Jackal Brothers era. But they're little tiny boys. And then when the shipping's $17, I'm like,
of course, not with the new web store.
New web store is cheaper on the shipping, I hear. I'm waiting to see what the poster looks like. I may dabble and get that. I don't know about any of the shirts, but if you like it, get it. The one that you thought was the worst one, I didn't think was terrible. The one you actually kind of liked.
I didn't think that was that bad.
It just looks like a mess to me.
I just think it's plain. So it's the...
There's why is one hand here and there's the... I get you, it kind of has the carnival vibe, but I feel like someone typed in carnival font and okay, it's not the font to match Lingo or that. Just
I guess I didn't look at the fonts. I thought it was I don't want to say a mosaic, but it was just interesting. It was plain enough. It looked like an old school poster, or even like an old I don't know,
handbill,
a Chinese menu or something. Just something weird that I didn't hate it. I
could see it if you worked it out more in a direction, maybe. I don't know. I feel like everything felt a little rushed, almost like they had someone tossed together a bunch of stuff who had no concept of the band of the world.
I'm not denying any of that. I just of the shirts. I think that one, that weird gray ringmaster that had just a swirl behind it.
Yeah, that was different. That was weird.
It's okay. And then the one that's clearly the wrong picture and the wrong font and the wrong logo, from different eras. It's so bad, it's good. But it's on a weird blue shirt.
It'd be a bootleg you'd find at Gibraltar, because you're this doesn't make any sense.
Phenomenal. But
the pink Yum Yum's fun. I sent you that one.
I would probably wear that.
Yeah, if it's a good quality, or the pink that's almost like this, that'd be kind of cool. What do you call heather pink? That'd be fun. I'm nervous. It's just a thick ass Gildan, just slapped on. Though the thick boys are back in style.
The 150% cotton.
I've ordered a few shirts in there. My Murray's Wig Shop shirt is hoodie material, a short sleeve shirt, so thick.
I've never worn it, but I have a Psychopathic shirt. It's their old wrestling, the NASW.
Yeah.
Their crew shirt. It is the thickest t-shirt I've ever owned.
Who had thicker shirts? Wrestling back in the day, or Juggalo back in the day?
Oof. That early mid 2000s,
WBE where it'd be like, in the print, it was like so heavy on it.
I like a Santino and like a Randy Orton, and yeah, it was like so stiff.
Yeah, and like the black tees would be like that, and they'd be like the thick, heavy print, but then you get like the heather gray or something, and then like one wash and it's just like faded away. Like, it's so bizarre.
So yeah, I'll run a test.
Yeah.
Remind me, I'll test. Do I still have those? I think I do.
I mentioned the Horseman shirt earlier. That one's a real thick boy. Yeah, everything comes full circle. Like, that was big in the 90s, maybe late 2000s, and then soft boys got popular. I like still making the soft boy tees, and then all of a sudden the thick boy's back in style. So, you know, I guess everything goes in circles.
Hey, whatever floats your boat.
Early 2000s started to come back, so as we were covering the riders and how I used to dress, I bust it all back out. Maybe my throwbacks would be cool again.
Used to dress? Throwbacks.
I got a Mariners one with like the upside down pitchforks up, folks down, the pitchfork on it. Got a cool Cardinals one that's like baby blue with like the bats and the Cardinals on it.
Yeah.
Bust all those out. Maybe we'll be back in style. Dressed like John Cena again for his last run.
Here come all the Mitchell and Ness jerseys, all your velour jumpsuits.
I got, which makes no sense why I have this. I have a Magic Johnson throwback that's like 4X, so it's like down to my knees.
Lakers?
No, Michigan State. Why I bought that, I don't know. So I was wearing the night the cops showed up at a party we went to in Detroit and pulled the guns out on us, and you had to get Rex.
What?
The night you remember you had to pick up Rex because they sent us all home, but he was underage, so they took him. The police took him in. You came and picked him up, I believe.
I don't remember that at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we were at a party. Everyone was like 18 or 19, but Rex was like 16. And the cops were like,
he was probably 12. He was not. If you were 18, he was
He's
not.
only like 2 years younger,
Really?
younger than me, yeah.
Jeez, I'm just old.
Yeah, so like the cops show up, and there's like a DJ in the backyard, and it's obnoxiously loud, so of course someone's going to show up. So the cops come, and all of a sudden the DJ, like, I don't know if he said it. I think he said it on the mic. It was like,
Did the record skip to go?
I think he like turned off and just said, fuck the police. The cops were like, everyone down. We all had our hands on our head. And then they're like, who are all you guys? We're like, from Garden City, like, get the hell out of here. But they're like, seen Rex. He's like, he's a young boy. They took him, and I swear he had you pick him up, I thought.
From the police station?
That's what I thought he said, yeah.
I know I've picked up another one of our friends at the police station. He'll remain nameless.
I thought you guys went to Coney's.
Supposed to know that. Did I pick Rex up at the police station?
Maybe it wasn't the police station. Maybe, I don't know. We had to have been if the police took him with them.
I don't know. We're gonna have to get confirmation. On that. Like we should call him, but
I feel like you would remember that though. It seems like something you'd remember, right?
Yeah, I don't want to bug him about that, but yeah, I usually have a good memory about that.
Well, we'll go back to that story if we remember, but
all right, add that to the go to the last tab. Story
news and notes.
Open. Yeah, Rex getting arrested. Where were we going with that?
Thick boy tees.
Yeah,
throwbacks.
We got so thrown off. Oh. Now that we've wasted a ton of time on stuff that's not evergreen.
Oh, we were discussing the
new CD.
Yeah.
And so I didn't go, but we'll say that a couple weeks ago was Juggalo Day.
Yeah.
And I heard that was a great success. Everyone seemed to enjoy it.
Great success.
Very nice. The only thing I didn't hear, and I'm dying to know how that shuttle bus was.
Oh, I didn't even know. Is it from like the convention to the show?
Because it was like 22 minutes away.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize they were that far apart.
Yeah, because they're idiots.
Well, maybe that's all their options were, you know?
No, it's because they booked the DCU Center. They said they booked it and they didn't. And then they're like, oh, we can't go there.
The photos I seen from Tunnel of Love show look cool. Like they're in Shaggy's in like the outfit from like the poster, and like they had like teddy bears and like big swans. I'm like, that's cool. Set was cool for that. I didn't hear anything about the secondary shows. I don't know if it was just their usual
I assume
hits.
so.
Yeah, because I didn't see anything floating about that.
The Tunnel of Love show is in full on YouTube right now.
Oh, really?
I just saw it today. So
nice. Probably solid quality. That stuff has gotten a lot better these days.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad angle that I saw, and the sound sounded okay. So if you want to go out there and find it, it's there.
I might check that
I'll
out.
send it your way. The one, I'm sure there's multiples, but the one that I saw looked pretty good. So, so yeah, that happened, but I'm unaware. We know a lot of people. We have a lot of mutual friends who went there. I don't want to name them all, but a lot of people that we know went. And then I went to the Twiztid Pittsburgh show for the Be My Bloody Valentine tour. So their CD just came out a couple weeks ago, the Welcome to Your Funeral. Have you listened to it yet?
You know, I didn't hate it. Wouldn't be like the type of music I'm gonna go to. Like if that was just a band that wasn't Twiztid, I don't think. But I feel like there's enough Twiztid elements to make me like it with the rock. So yeah, I might revisit. It wasn't like those early rock records where I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get this one a lot better to me. So,
I like it. I really do like that CD. Yeah. I've listened to it multiple times.
I need to revisit it because I think I only went through it once.
There are songs that I pick out, like the single "Dance on My Grave."
I enjoyed the single, yeah.
There's another one that sticks out to me, which of course I don't know the name because I'm not good at this, but it just has like a guitar intro, and I'm like, okay, that's different than fucking anything else that they do like this. The Wake.
I don't know.
It's got like a bum, 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 bum. Like it almost like you could hear it be like an acoustic.
Yeah.
Like it could turn that way. So yeah, I really like the CD.
I feel like it had more diversified sound for a rock record than their old ones. Their old ones are just kind of like, I feel like the same maybe formula of a sound.
Yeah, like we're getting too deep into this, but now I'm going back and listening to like the Generation Nightmare and the Unlikely Prescriptions, and like I like those, but they are very Juggalo rock albums.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it. There's like tones or notes or elements that scream 2000s Manson, Korn, Limp Bizkit, whoever.
Right.
Fucking, and
well, it makes sense too because they hired that one producer.
Zeus, yeah. And it's just like whether it's just like one guitar like note or just a sound effect, like it's like, oh, that's of that time,
right,
where they didn't do that before. So
yeah, I mean, before you're just making rock sounding, Juggalo albums where this is Juggalo's doing a rock, completely flipping that equation.
So I like it, but I've been called a company man, so who knows?
Yeah, not my cup of tea, but I didn't hate it. I'm gonna still take the 2 solo albums over that. Give me a little solo tour, each doing solo sets. I'd be all about that.
I mean, that's another discussion I've heard, and I know you could. This is a topic that I think we could dive into at a later time in another venue, but Magic Ninja's last 12 months, fucking solid albums.
Yeah.
If Chainsmoker 2, both of Jamie's, this, 31.
Yeah.
Is there a better like 12 months from either side of just albums?
Yeah, not recently, I would say.
Definitely not. Well, that would insinuate that some people would put out an album every 3 years, no less 12 months.
We've got a couple singles. Walking Home. New one just dropped. I haven't heard any of those yet, by the way. I need to listen to those.
So, anyways.
Yeah.
A solid like line of, and if you want to go back even further, you're going the Songs of Samhain.
All of those are great. Like, they do a good job of, like, they didn't just become like, they really want to push their main, like the mainstay albums rock, but like they haven't just like deviated like, oh, we're a rock band now. Like they still have the spooky vibes with Songs of Samhain, HOK. Then they have like the hip hop vibe with like Chainsmoker and this other solo. So like at least have enough to like, if you were into that sound, here's the spooky sound. If you're into the rap sound, here's the rap sound, and here's our rock one. Like at least there's like an option if you like not fully into the rock shit.
And that could go horribly right or wrong, right? Like you have a show and either you're pulling people who like 3 different things so that everyone's there for something, like the circus or wrestling or whatever. Like, oh, you like this, there's some of this for you. You like that, there's some of that for you. Or you're going to alienate people who are like, I came for this and you're giving me 2/3 of that.
I mean, that's always been, I guess, a problem with all their sets.
That's not just them. That's everything in the world. Like you're fucking going to GCW and you don't want to see technical wrestling, you want to see deathmatch shit, so you're going to complain. Like everyone complains about everything. So,
but I think the Juggalo world is hard because like both sides have been so steeped in nostalgia run here. So going to this show, they had some of the new stuff in there. So interesting to see. With
this the show that I saw, I mean, I don't know how many songs they did. We'll call it 18. I'd say 6 of them were old, like old Juggalo rap.
Psychopathic like staples before
Psychopathic and beyond, but beyond
the freak show.
And then they did maybe I'd say like 8 off the new CD, and then the rest like rock era songs that I've never seen them do.
I mean, that's a ton of new material. Like
15
you
years.
haven't heard.
Yeah, that's the 15, but like that's a legit 10 years of like songs that if they've done them live, I've never seen them.
And like past couple shows, they've sprinkled in like 1 or 2 new songs. They have 8 new songs off a brand new album.
Plus those,
for the Juggalo world is like unheard of now.
Yeah, you might as well.
Like, have they played 1 or 2 like Yum Yum songs live when that came out, and then it's just like those are not even.
That was at the release party that everyone snuck into, like, and that wasn't even a concert. That was like 8 songs.
But they didn't even do a Yum Yum song there, did they?
They did. They did that one with that dickhead.
Oh, the Motown, not Motown Rage, the Ghost Vampire, whatever. The singing, someone singing the hook. I like that song.
What's his name? Roadside Ghost?
Yeah, Roadside Ghost.
Kung Fu Vampire, Roadside Ghost, whatever the fuck. Motown Rage.
And then they
Perpetual Life Angel. You're just naming everything.
All the bands that went through. And then I think at the Gathering they pulled 1 or 2 out, but like I feel like that just fell off and gone. Like since like Bang Pow Boom, neither of them have like, all right, we have a new album. Here's 6 new songs of the new album. It's like maybe 1 or 2 here or there, and then it's gone from rotation.
Yeah. 0.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see if, like, all right, now they're going to try to push more Magic Ninja catalog instead of, like, the block of nostalgia.
I would imagine so, but I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, it's exciting. You kind of get stale if, like, it's fun. Like, it's a fun nostalgia bomb, but then you're like, all right, let's kind of here's some other stuff.
Most Tasteless Tour was fun. The Green Book Show was fun. The Certified Psychos was fun. But yeah, when do you start doing the new stuff?
Yeah.
Well, who knows? This year at Halloween is 25th anniversary of Bizarre and Freak Show, so I'm suggesting we're going to get some...
The thing is, all right, both sides separated. Fine. Business decision, guys. Dude, 2 shows, a bizarre show, and you do a freak show. Like, you guys can all make money on this. Like, set it aside. Plan around each other's schedule. Don't have conflicting shows.
That ain't going to happen.
I know, but you could have anniversary 3 shows. None of you have to interact. You just would draw all the same crowd. It would make sense.
That ain't gonna happen.
Then you each could have your. So you have the bizarre freak show, and then you guys just have the one day of your normal shows. You could clash those. That could be your Monday Night War. But you could have those 3, and y'all could just have the same crowd and make some money off it. Makes sense to me.
All right.
The hell do I know?
Nothing.
No, I don't. I'm just sitting in my basement talking bullshit.
They're professionals. They know what they're doing. Oh, we know what we're doing. We're gonna do bizarre back to back.
They didn't do it back to back last time, so maybe they could do it each night. There's some skippers though.
I love both of Bizarre and Bizarre, but seeing them both live back to back, that'd be tough.
Which I think it probably makes sense to do a melody between the 2 if you're doing a Bizarre. Which I would mark if they did that. Cousin Aaron would not, as he said at Halloween this year. These new ones don't hit like the old ones. I'm like, the song's 25 years old, brother.
Fucking Let's Go All the Way just doesn't hit like.
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
Well.
Yeah. Hey, this is exciting though. We're in a new era. The era of the funeral parlor. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go with Paul Bear at a Freight Fest. Just stand next to the stage. Oh, yes.
Welcome to my funeral parlor.
Oh, my Twiztid. They've got body bags from Blaze, and they're going to give you a funeral. Oh, yes.
We're going to have to build it double deep.
Oh, it's so hard not to say they have 29 body bags for 29 victims. I'm still in the Rumble mindset.
Building the casket double wide and double deep for that fat fucking clown. It'd be like the Kamala one that they'd build double wide, double deep, but it'll have the Moon Glorious paint on it.
Glorious on it. We're cooking now.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, dance on my grave.
I'm in there. Well, never. Okay.
We gotta move along. Got sidetracked too much here.
So yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
We're ready to talk some other stuff.
Yeah. We're here. Timestamp. We are here for some Psychopathic Rydas.
Should we talk about the movie reviews next week?
Sure, you could say that, 'cause we already got derailed.
Okay. But I will make one mention while we're here. We'll split them up. We never talk about him, but we have a listener. His name is Jared.
Yeah.
He's from Wisconsin, I believe. So he always interacts with us, but he never calls. But he interacts with us on, the Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So just wanted to say hello to him.
Yeah.
Jared, turn this off for 30 seconds. Fast forward. Jared brings his mom to all of the shows, and he lets her listen to this, to us.
She hasn't rated and review, though. What the fuck?
I don't know. Maybe she has. She likes us. She's listening to season 1 and this season.
Back to back. Look at that.
I would like to know Jared's mom. Is there a Mr. Jared's mom?
Jared's mom's got it going on. Isn't that the song? No, it was Stacy's mom.
If you would like to come to a show
Jared's mom.
with the Juggalo Rewind, let us know.
We'll do a little matchmaker on here. I'll be the host. See if it works out.
We'll just have everyone's
mom rolled up.
Curtain at 3 moms. Holy fuck. Anyways, so shout out to
Jared and your mom.
It's an example of listening and then bringing someone else into the fold and having them listen to old stuff and catch up.
The Juggalo Rewind is for the fam and for the family, because people are bringing in they're trying to connect with their kids by listening to us. People's moms are jumping on board. We are the family friendly podcast of the Juggalo world.
I think we are.
Yeah.
Speaking of family friendly, Jay's verse on this week on the song.
Next week it's even worse.
Next week is worse than this one?
Oh wait, no, this might be they're both bad, I think.
All right, so family friendly indeed. All right, so as everyone knows, we deep dive into songs one at a time, one lyric at a time, one what at a time. And this week we are talking the 4th track on Dumpin, Every Day.
Psychopathic every day.
Doesn't say that. Stop that. This is the first song so far that we have a real word.
Good call. We have a real word.
Every day. If they were smart, they would have had every day.
Every day.
Because then it falls off. Like there's not a lot.
That's funny. Good call.
So every day, real
so
word.
many R's on this album. Rilla, Ryda, are you? What are you gonna say? There's no hard R's on these.
Stop it.
You set me up.
I didn't say it. You said.
You looked me in the eyes and asked me to say it.
All right. So this track, Every Day, is the 4th track on Dumpin. It runs 4 minutes and 12 seconds.
I don't know when we get into it, we're gonna see where these 4 minutes come from, because.
I think this is the one. Yeah, I can tell you where. I wrote it down. I can tell you where it goes. We'll note. I don't know which note to say first. We'll go with your OG song.
Okay.
This is Chris's. Oh, you know what I didn't do?
What did you not do?
Oh, I didn't do a 90s rewind.
Oh, jeez.
So while
we gotta do that, right?
While you're talking about the OG song, I can figure out what I want to talk about.
So this is another West Coast. We have a lot of West Coast representation on this.
Did we talk about this earlier? I already interrupted, and I don't think the internet is working down here. Does each album, Ryda's album, have like the songs from an era, a genre, if you call it? Like, is
all
this
specifically?
Is this all? Maybe we'll do this for the final episode. When did all these songs come out?
They're all about, I feel like 97, 98. Maybe Nas was a little bit earlier, like 96, 95. But this is for sure, like, out at this time, like 97, 98. This is like a new song.
I'm just curious, like, if we're looking at a diagram, where they all came from. And I want to say,
I feel like they do match up to the eras.
Because not so much with this cover, but okay, so like the next one, Riding Dirty, is very like...
awesome cover. I need that poster.
But it's very like Cash Money.
Yeah.
Like that. Are those songs all from that
I feel like they
style?
are like 2000s. Like
they don't just go back and be like, oh, we're going to do a fucking 1982 song. Like they kind of stick thematically throughout. At least the first two.
Doesn't that one have a Shaggy song? But I'm like, Shaggy was still around in 2000, so it might have been
Yeah, I think.
him. But yeah, this isn't a Riding Dirty
But
season.
I'm just like you said. If this is another West Coast one, I wonder if that's all.
I think they do. Yeah, like I said, that'll be a wrap up to verify the time. But this was definitely out right in this era, 1997, 98. Now I'm looking it up. This is Better Days, the promo edition though by Dub C, because I was listening to the normal version and I'm like, something's different, and like, there's no way they edited it or made a new version.
Yeah.
But then I stumbled on the promo edition, and that one has the exact same beat. Like it's missing some instrumentals, but then some other ones are pulled up higher. And this would be Dub C of the West Side Connection. The song dropped in September 29, 1998. So yeah, right when they're recording this, they probably had the CD in the car and was like, "Oh, this is a good song."
And that is kind of funny that's right at that time.
Yeah, featuring Ron Banks. Not familiar with his work whatsoever.
Don Cornelius?
No. This is a track that I feel like I vaguely remember. I had the Dub C like CDs then, but I'm like, this is like buried like deep in the album. And it's not like I remember Dub C on the radio much, But I was a huge West Side Connection and Dub C, Mac 10, Ice Cube fan, but I'm like, I feel like I vaguely remember this, but not enough to be like, oh, for sure, when I'm listening to Riders, this jumps out.
Yeah, not for me in the least bit, but that's...
It did chart in 1998. Better Days by Dub C hit 64 on the U.S. Hot 100. That's not bad. Number 4 on the U.S. Hot Rap Songs, and then number 33 on the Hot R&B and / hip-hop songs. What's the difference between a hip-hop song and a rap song?
I'm not here to discuss that. I don't know.
Yeah, but that is the original version. If you want to go check that out, Dub C Better Days promo edition. I don't know why they switched it up after the promo, but this isn't a Dub C podcast, so fuck it. I don't care.
I'm gonna have to remember that that's the promo edition. So.
I added it on the notes.
I know, but I'm gonna have to remember when I pull the instrumental if it is that much different. So good to know. So yeah, that's that.
Yes.
All right. Did you like it? You like the track?
Dub C? Oh yeah. Yeah. I want to go back and listen to that whole album because I'm like I said, I feel like I had that back then, but one of those that listened to a handful of times and like, I don't know, can't remember. I remember Mac 10? Had an awesome one where he like reinterpolates. We always get all these confused, the different versions of this. But he redoes like Staying Alive, and he's like, I can see the hate in your eyes. Hate in your eyes. Hate in your eyes.
That's funny.
Then, I can't remember if it's Dub C. I think it's Mac 10. No, I think it's Dub C has one. It was like Hip Hop Heisman or whatever. He's like doing the Heisman pose on the cover.
All right.
We should just do a West Side Connection season. Let's go.
I would know nothing.
You were into West Side Connection, right?
Not
you
really.
Like Cube?
I like Cube, but I'm not like super into it.
Now, next week we'll have to discuss Cube. I'm excited.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because that's the one. Yeah. Did you...
Could not find it anywhere.
Didn't do your homework? Son of a bitch.
I downloaded so many free movie apps that online said it was there, and it's not. We'll get to that next week.
Well, we have another week to
try to dig it up. Order the VHS tape.
You are, yes, the end of the season thing. All right. I'll save our other thing for the end, so because we've done that before, because I've fucked that up, so that's okay. All right. Are we time stamping and we're doing... that was the tail of the tape, so...
Yeah.
I guess we'll note... We'll note it when we get in there.
Let's do it then.
All right, so we are ready. I feel like we're jumping right in, like we're missing something. I don't know. But regardless, or irregardless, as they like to say.
Who's they? The Dark Carnival in general?
Did you ever notice? I'm sorry. No, this is not meant to be political at all.
Uh-oh, here we go.
No, but it's people probably see it as that.
Yeah.
On our TikTok, did you ever notice the pronouns?
Yeah, you said they, them.
They, them, because I just think that's like, we always joke.
I thought I texted you about that, but yeah, I popped when I seen that because I knew instantly what it was for.
I re-saw that the other day, and I'm like, that was funny fucking when I put that on.
Gotta pull more clips and drop it on there because everything pops off on there.
Yeah.
Gotta do it before the U.S. Sovereign Fund buys it, turns into Turns into state media.
Here we go. Yes. Okay. So we're getting into the lyrical deep dive.
Yes.
So if you are new to the show, I get my handwritten notes here, and we go to see what is going on
In the Ride Dirty. No.
Yeah.
In the Dumpin universe.
in the everyday. So
Yeah.
track everyday starts with a little giggle
A little giggle.
from Bullet.
Old Big Bullet.
Yeah. And then he's just kind of singing to himself. Like,
Yeah.
it's not even like on mic. Like, a lot of this is off mic every day.
You get the vibe that he's just hanging out in the studio, like, and they're all like, I like visualize like the movie scene of like everyone just like smoking and drinking and partying. He's just standing there singing it and it's like calling them up to come just grab their parts.
Yo, Twin Gats, where you at, dog?
Yeah, in the
And
background.
there's like stuff in the background that there's not like annotated, but you can hear there's like different levels
Right.
of, we'll call it levels of people being on mic.
Yeah.
All right, now, listen, let Cell Block, come on. Like, he just loses track of his sentence as he's talking. Like, he's drifting off.
Yeah.
I think this is the era before he's drifting off, but
Oh, yeah. Well, this is like the like Vicodin era, right?
So this is funny. I was just thinking about this when I was driving in today. So we're saying that this was probably recorded in 98, 99.
Mm-hmm.
This is pre-Weed, Jay.
Yeah.
This may even predate his... Fucking... I hate even saying this. Everything that they say is a fucking gimmick and a work. I'm telling you, it's like...
Everything is.
I hate saying it like it's... People say the shit that he says like it's fucking the truth. Like, I was just about to say, is this like his NyQuil, like that era? But then that's insinuating that that's even true. That's just him being on Loveline, being like, I take 87 Percocets and 22 Vicodins. Like,
I'm sure it was real. I think he bumps it up. He pulls his wrestler out and makes it a little exaggerated, but I'm for sure thinking he was popping all that stuff at the time.
but people make it, it's like, they were there. Like, oh yeah, I saw him take like 87 NyQuils. Like, shut the fuck up. So, anyways, it's weird era of like, not your, I don't even know if this is like Fat Bullet.
He's starting to get a little chubby because he gets fat in Bizarre.
We're calling this like, we're calling this like Jekyll Brother era, right?
Yeah, my assumption is like they recorded this like on the bus, like for the Jekyll. No, because they would record it like when they're recording Jekyll Brothers, because in the booklet for Jekyll Brothers they announce it.
Oh, God.
Unless they like have the idea now, because God forbid they announce something before they even make something.
That was almost the dumbest thing you ever said.
My thought was they mentioned in the book, so they must have had it recorded. They had the idea when the book came out, so my original thought's probably right. They recorded this like on the bus or on tour for Jekyll Brothers.
Yeah.
Was Misery opening for them on Jekyll Brothers?
No, it was before that.
That's like House of Horrors, right?
Yeah, or Juggalo Funhouse. Like
So
that.
maybe they did record it back in the House of Horrors.
97, 98. But then now you're talking like Twiztid just came. That's like way pre-Blaze.
Blaze was hanging out with them at the time.
Not on tour with fucking the Juggalo
It's probably a
Funhouse tour.
stagehand.
I don't know.
Sweeping up the fucking 2 liters at the show.
That's early.
It's in that window though, between then and like,
It's weird.
because by Jekyll, like, Misery's probably gone. Like he's gone when this comes out.
Yeah.
What's with the fifth member always getting axed when the album drops? It's never a good sign when you're the fifth member of the supergroup.
No, poor guys. Well, if you're not one or two, you're.
Yeah, now it's just one. Anyways,
All right.
Cell Block, come on.
Oh yeah, come on, Cell Block. So Cell Block ended last week, right? No, Full Clip ended last week.
Well, as we
anyways.
noted a few times already, this is almost like the Cell Block Blaze coming out party. This album.
Oh, it is. This is great verse. But I have some questions while we get there. I've got to clear my throat as I do my gruff Blaze voice. Cell Block.
Cell
voice.
Block, yeah. Allegedly Blaze. Let's get that correct.
We riding on suckers like every day. We blowing bitches back out in every way. Is he now? I already have to stop.
Yeah.
I hate new lingo. Fucking please stop. Is he saying we're blowing bitches' backs out, like as in females, or is he saying like we're shooting guys and we're blowing them back?
Yeah, that like
in every way. It, like
reading it makes it sound like it's a sexual intercourse, but when I'm listening to it, almost sounds like blowing bitches' back out. Like I don't even think like the out was there when I'm listening. Just blowing bitches' back every day.
It's
like
weird.
But I'm like, oh yeah, there is an out in there.
It's like a weird little hiccup. Like it's. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
but I always took it as that, like they're riding up on people and just like shooting them. Like that's how I took it.
Yeah, there's no sexual innuendos in this song.
Because then he talks about dumping fools in the next one. So.
I agree. So I just want to make sure. We dumping on fools who be acting hard. Your whole damn family will get Bogart. What are we saying here?
This always confused me. Because Bogart's where you're like hogging something and like.
Correct.
It's used all the time, like smoking a joint, like you're Bogart and the weed or whatever.
Do you know where that came from?
Humphrey Bogart.
Do you know why?
No, it's the only thing I know. What
it actually is.
It does come from Humphrey Bogart?
Because I guess either in his movies or in his personal life, he always had a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, and it just sat there, and it just the ash, like when it gets super fucking long, he would just never do anything with it. So
that's funny.
That's where it came from.
I like old Humphrey Bogart. It's a great name. But
how does that? Your whole family will get Bogart?
Like maybe just someone's gonna correct us and be something so simple. Because this happens every week. We'll hang up on something and someone's like, "It's this." I go, "Oh yeah, 100% is that."
I thought, was there and this is what I thought originally, but there's no way. Is there a movie where he just like wiped everybody out? Like I'm picturing, like obviously not Scarface.
Yeah.
But like, did he have
was
a
he
role?
A gangster?
Yeah, where he just. I can kind of
Cell Block's big cinephile loves the Humphrey Bogart movies. He's sitting back watching Turner Classic Movies all the time.
Oh, the next verse is the file. Different kind of file. Anyways, yeah, I can kind of picture it, but I could just be mixing every black and white movie.
Yeah, like I'm sure he was if like he's in a fucking zillion movies, but like to say it that way, it's almost like it'd be a saying, like you're like using "say hello to my little friend," like everyone knows that reference. To say you're getting Bogart, like, oh yeah, remember that movie Humphrey Bogart just fucking killed everybody? Like,
yeah,
I feel like we would know that.
You would think, but I don't know.
So now I just like to think that Cell Block's a big cinephile and just loves classic movies.
Do you know how many episodes of The Sopranos where Tony Soprano's just sitting there eating a giant bowl of ice cream and watching like random movies,
old like westerns
war
usually,
movies?
yeah. War movies for sure, yeah.
It's just funny how much that pops
That's
up.
my future. It's my present right now. That's what I'm slowly turning into. My favorite thing is to sit back at night and watch a movie.
I'm almost done with my Sopranos rewatch.
Almost done with Curb. I got 2 episodes left to end it off.
We're about to both end at the same time and then just flip.
Go back to Sopranos. I want to restart X-Files, so that's something I'm going to undertake.
That's a good one.
It's long.
I've always wanted to do that, and I haven't. Okay. So, yeah, we'll figure out. Someone will tell us what that is. Because you ain't worth shit, to me. To me and the Rydas will burn your family tree.
No, I wrote down what I always hear. Mine is... Sorry, I have a separate tab. What does he say? No, that's the pendulum tab. To me, this also doesn't make any sense. To me and the Rydas up on your family tree is how I always hear him say it. What does that mean? No.
I'm thinking it will burn down your family tree, like you're killing everyone in your family.
Which way, I guess, goes back to the Bogart line of Humphrey Bogart's massacring people. But yeah, when I hear it, I hear up on your family tree, which doesn't make any sense.
All of these, just you hear words almost dropped in that don't make sense.
Right.
You're like, oh, that throws the whole thing off. Like,
because I kept listening, I put it in my ear too, and I'm like, didn't put it on headphones, but I grabbed the little speaker and I'm like, I still keep hearing up on your family tree.
Could be.
But that makes no sense regardless. Sounds cool. He sounds cool on here.
Because every day is something new. Now holla at Bullet, yo. Whoop, whoop.
He gives a fun whoop whoop. It's not whoop whoop like the heavy jungle. It's whoop whoop. It's almost like the siren, like whoop whoop.
It's like the paradigm whoop whoop.
It is.
Whoop, whoop. Oh man, we need a whole episode just about that show.
About Dime at the Gathering.
It's the second song in a row that he's hollering at Bullet.
maybe they were boys for a minute there. You know, Jay always latches on to someone, usually for a little bit. Maybe there was a little window he latched on to Blaze before he even knew it.
It's possible. He did resurrect him.
This is true. This is right after he's... No. What am I talking about? Cell Block's alive.
Yeah, sorry. What was I going to say? Cell Block. All right, what is this song about? Is this... I feel like now every song on this CD is just, as you say, like just them bragging.
Yeah,
and, like, bragging
and shit-talking.
And threatening.
Threatening, yeah.
No, like, storytelling per se, unless it's like, I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but even just looking at the titles, like, Slugging Your Noggin's about shooting people, like, Kill Over Nothing's about killing people. Like, everything's just kind of there.
Yeah.
This, I think, is trying to be about what they do in and every day. I think they all mention every day in their verses, but it's just like a day in the life of the Rydas. But that also is just killing and fucking.
Like, not much fucking yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
We're 8 lines in. So now you're going to holla at Bullet and the rest of the clique.
And the rest of the clique.
Woo woo! So, Bullet,
Yeah.
much like fucking too many people in my life are like this now, where they start a conversation and it's like they think you've already had 50% of it,
Yeah.
and they jump in and you're like, what? There's 3 people in my life that do that, and I fucking can't stand
Am I one of them?
it. No.
Okay, that's good.
I would tell you who they all are, but I can't.
Don't want to disparage anyone's name.
One of them is my mom. The one may listen, and then another one doesn't listen.
Okay.
We don't need to talk about them. Every day except on Tuesday. What? Every day except on Tuesday, because that be the Rydas' official Kill a Fool's Day.
So funny, so random.
It's a fun line, but it's
like, it doesn't make sense. He's like, every day except on Tuesday. It's like, oh, Tuesday's the day off. No, Tuesday's the day you just kill fools. Well, what are you doing the other day? What's your everyday? As a rider, I would assume killing fools is one of your tasks every day.
Yeah.
So Tuesday is a kill a fool's day. What is the rest of the week? I'm confused, Bullet. Because according to Blaze, he's riding up on fools, killing them, all these things.
Acting
Humphrey
hard.
Bogarting them.
Whatever that means. And hey, it's like nobody cares. On Tuesdays, nobody cares. That's when I put...
One day! Was that a Twiztid song? That's a play on that one movie where they kill everybody for one day, The Purge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have that one Twiztid song that opens where he's like, for 24 hours, you can do whatever you want. Tuesdays, you can kill anybody you want.
You can, because on Tuesdays, that's when I put... Oh. Okay, that's what it says. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm getting ahead of myself. That's when I put ghetto vets in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
That's when I put ghetto... Okay.
Yeah, so he's crippling old... So maybe every day it's in the streets with like everyone his age, but on Tuesdays he goes and takes the old timers out, puts them in, paralyzes them, puts them in wheelchairs.
But if they're old ghetto vets, they're already in wheelchairs.
Not necessarily. They could have been elongating their spine and been great walking around town.
He's just going to shoot them, and the next day they're in a wheelchair. Maybe he physically places them in the
Places
wheelchair.
them in the chair. They're old and feeble.
And then push them down a staircase. Just for the look on their face.
Full Violent J right there. He's like, I can't just not be Violent J.
So I put it here, that, and the...
Yeah.
And before that, this song has lots of layers. Just like that intro, like, he's doing a lot of secondary, like, sound effects.
Yeah.
And it's very ICP.
It is. His verse, this whole thing is like, you have the ghetto vets. He mentions being a rider, but like, this is just a Violent J verse. I feel like this whole one right here.
A mental case,
Right here for sure.
a little sick in the brain, all the same. It's an everyday thing.
I think that goes out.
But yeah, that's so Jay.
It makes me think of the one song we covered already, where he's in the mental hospital and he's like, jumped on or rode like a surfboard on the Wraith. Like, I have the same visualization of him, like when he's a mental case, sick in the brain, wheelchairs, like completely different story. But I don't know,
same like words.
Yeah, it just instantly is like, oh, this is Violent J. This isn't Bullet.
This is not Bullet, but it is Kill a Fool's Day.
Yeah,
we should We should celebrate Kill a Fool's Day.
We should pick a day, and we'll make cards and everything. I have to make a card for sure to celebrate Kill a Fool's Day.
Do we need to drop this episode on a Tuesday? If we would have thought ahead. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can get this out on a Tuesday.
No, but we need to pick a day of the year for Kill a Fool's Day. Maybe Fat Tuesday. Punchki Day, Fat Tuesday, and Kill a Fool's Day.
That's killing fools from the inside out. All right. The chorus is Cell Block.
Cell Block. Get yourself straight.
Now, all right. So many questions. I can't even spit them all out.
Yeah.
I'll say them at the end. Black Truck's bumping is
Every day.
Trying to bank Skrilla is
Every day.
Running with a hatchet
Is every day. Psychopathic. Take every day.
So, Black Trucks
Add it to the tab. Boop.
once or for every hook.
Every hook, right?
He says it twice in every hook, 4 times at the end.
Does he say it twice in here? Oh, because
Yeah.
it's doubled up. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we got to add it all up.
All right, well, that's one thing. I think this has already happened multiple times on this CD, and it happens multiple times more, where the hook is one person singing like 90% of the line and someone coming and doing the end of it.
Yeah, I think it's fun.
It's fun, but it's formulaic, and they're doing it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Well, we discussed this in Dark Lotus. They're working out the kinks till they get to that how to all mingle together well.
I don't want to skip ahead, but next week is Haters, We. Ryda, Haters, We.
Every hook has the big, which is when this is played live, so fun crowd response to yell this stuff back at them, because there's a lot of call and response.
Slug in your noggin. Slug in your noggin. You better think twice. Slug.
Yeah.
Like everyone. I swear we've already had one
We did for sure.
that did that. Yeah, so that's gonna be a thing. But maybe not. But I saw it. Anyways, that's Cell Block doing the hook. Verse 3. Twin Gats.
Where you at, dog?
AKA Misery. I'm not the one to be fucked with. Fuck a bitch ass trick. Eat a dick and die. I know these other tricks that ride. Help me when I'm horny.
I always thought he said, heal me when I'm home. Either way. Yeah, it doesn't help or heal. Doesn't. But I always heard heal.
I'm sorry, to go back.
Yeah.
Bullets is just what they do every day. What he does, well, one day a week. But that's his
it
everyday.
really is only covering one day. This.
Yeah. But it's all the same because it's an everyday thing. All right, so they're killing people every day.
Yeah.
Twin Gats is banging every day.
He is.
I'm not the one to be fucked with. Fuck a bitch ass trick. Eat a dick and die. I know these other tricks that rod. Help me when I'm horny.
Horny.
Help me when I'm horny. Even hold my gun for me. She adore me.
I like that whole rhythm there.
It is. Is he fucking not Richie Aprile? Who's the other guy? That she's. Oh no, it is Richie.
Yeah.
That she holds the gun to.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the other one who she's fucking in the ass.
That's
Fucking what's his name?
that was Richie, was it? Rich? No, not Richie. Who's the one who was like the big shithead? That's who it was. Dumb hair.
Yeah, no.
Kills
that's who she's.
Yeah.
But no, but Richie,
She holds the gun. She shoots him.
she holds the gun to her head.
Yeah, and then she shoots him.
Yes.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. If you watch
Yeah.
Rambo.
25 years later. Why can't I think of fucking Joey Pants' name? Like that's his.
Yeah, it's driving me nuts right now.
Anyways.
Yeah, you go
But
on.
So she, I fucking hate Janice, by the way. She's super annoying.
Who is Janice? And all of her boyfriends are the worst. Like until she gets to the fucking king, and then she breaks his heart.
She doesn't break his heart.
Fucking bakes the ziti.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible.
Well, yeah, that's a whole nother thing. All right, so when Misery's banging this girl, she's holding the gun for him because she adores him. Is it supposed to be like this every day, bitch after bitch?
I thought you said diss. Yeah. I take diss.
Okay.
I'm gonna shit talk. I'm just shit talking.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So this every day, bitch after bitch, city after city, and I still treat him shitty.
Still treat him shitty.
Tell it to your face, yo, no lie. Every day I live my life like the world about to die. A lot of words crammed in there, but he flows it very well.
He's in his zone here. Like, it's not that far off from just a Misery album, I feel like. He's already got the gangster rap vibe. Though Perry Isla is more of a party.
Is it?
To me it is. You put that boy on. Did
you ever listen to like the revamp of that?
No. Yeah, I forgot they did repop that. Ralph is who we were trying to think of.
Oh, Ralph Cifaretto. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's a piece of shit. He's real.
Oh, yeah. No, but is he any worse?
He's one of the worst.
Is he worse than the other one? Richie Aprile. Richie Aprile's just like scary.
I was going to say he's scary. Even when he first shows up, you're like, oh, this guy's no good.
But I mean, Richie, I already forgot his name. Fucking, who are we talking about?
Say Ralph.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Ralph is just. I mean, he kills a horse and a girl.
He does give a good pasta tip though. The way he cooks his pasta, he shows you how to throw it back in real quick, stir it up. Yeah, I use that. I use that tip. Get the gravy in there.
All right. Verse number 4. Yeah. Shaggy too dope.
What?
Or full clip.
Full clip.
Sorry.
No, once we get to it, this is just a Shaggy version.
100%. Some old everyday shit. Some shit that happened every day.
He got confused. They're like, we're talking about what we do every day. He's like, all right, just my daily routine.
I'm just going to say every day twice. Some old everyday shit. Some shit that happened every day.
That's when you started, when you're at the water cooler and someone's like, hey, how's it going? Some everyday shit. Some shit that happens every day.
That'd be great if you said that. Around Full Clip Way. Around the Ryda Way. Hey. Does these count for black trucks?
They're not saying they're black. These are just SUVs he's naming.
All right. Escalades, Navis, and Benzos. What's a Benz? That's a Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, next line.
Yeah, this is wrong on Genius for sure.
What do you think this says?
It says sipping hen dogs, which is talking about like drinking Hennessy. Yeah.
All right.
It says it Hendels.
Yeah. Sipping hen dogs, pistol whipping hound dogs.
Funny, it calls out hound dogs. So I'm like, this track is basically like a reworking of Hound Dogs, which a previous track we had's got like this album is just Hound Dogs.
It kind of is. Like you said, this is them working out how to fit 6 people in a track.
Yeah.
Turn the corner, scoop up the Rydas, Cell Block and Fofo tread right behind us.
Yay.
Why are Cell Block and Fofo behind? Like, it's random that he's
just
calling
pulls
out
2 people out randomly.
Yeah. We doing everyday shit, the same shit again. Getting paid, getting skins.
This is so funny.
It's such a Shaggy line, but that's what we've come to love.
Everyday shit, some shit that happens every day.
We're doing everyday shit, the same shit again.
Gotta make a note to Photoshop something for that.
And lest we go through an episode without explaining what the fuck they're talking about, the ICP verbiage of getting skins. Would you like to explain that?
Is that just like a Juggalo thing? I thought that was like just slang in general.
If it is, do you hear it anywhere else?
I don't know. I thought maybe it was of the time, but
I
guess you're right. It is. It's a very Shaggy thing. I don't know if it's even an ICP thing. It's Shaggy, I feel like, would say it all the time.
I feel like if it's not, they picked it up. Well, it's impossible to look for now because it's got a different meaning in the 2020s.
What does it mean in the 2020s?
I believe skins would be like everything is Fortnite.
Oh,
so it's like
you're talking about like the skin, the character, yeah.
Yeah, or
that's true.
Whatever.
Yeah, no, this is a lady's body part.
Or just having sexual intercourse.
Yeah.
I can't even. The definition here says sexual intercoursing. That's what I couldn't like get past that.
So it's a general slang, not just Juggalo, but I feel like Shaggy's the one who uses it more than anyone. and the crew, and the Ryda crew.
ICP definitely. Twiztid, I don't know if they ever have, but that's definitely an ICP film.
Yeah. Going back, looking at this, turn the corner, scoop up the riders. Like, I know they all can't fit in. Cell block of 4. You guys got to fall behind.
Yeah, we only have room for 4 on the truck. Cell block is behind him, and then he goes, "Hey, hey!"
Just yells it out.
Hear him in the background.
See him just getting in his own car. Hey, hey!
All right, then the chorus, cell block, and the black trucks bumping every day.
Yeah,
all that. So
Skrilla just like in the lexicon of riders. Double time.
No dairy product.
None yet. No.
All right, verse number 5. Another full verse.
We got fofo now.
No fofo. Well, I guess we'll talk about those two at the end.
Yeah.
Then we go back to Bullet.
Bullet's back. He goes, you know what? I only talking about one day of the week. I really got to round out the rest of my week here. Let you know what I do.
Although he says every day. All right, so this is...
They all start with every day, right? At least that... No, never mind Samoa shit.
But I mean, they all talk...
They all talk about it,
They all say every day in their verse. So at least
I thought they all started with it. But then I'm like, oh yeah, Shaggy's his fun line.
So this is everyone's favorite time of the week. We'll say everyone by Jiggles, Sam, Christmas, I'm sure other people, where if we haven't already done it, now we have to read through the most sexual fucking weird verse. It's not even the most weird. It's like a 2 out of 10, but it's still...
It's just vulgar.
It's stupid. It's childish.
It's very Violet J.
Yes. Every day I slap a bitch in her lips. Kick her in the ass, twist her nipples. All right.
It's full Violent J.
Then I grab her by the hips and fuck her in the butt.
What? He has 2 whats right after that.
No. It's just what?
What?
In the background, it's like a what?
What?
And then it's what? His is
the first one is a wait. What did you say?
The first one is a wait. What? The second one is a what?
Yeah. It's like someone spotted him. Like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, what? Oh, he's just humping the air as he's looking at Mike Clark.
He's reading this, and then that what is just Blaze going, huh?
Cellbox like, wait a minute, who I've been hanging out with all day?
What?
The J is so funny sounding. Like I said, he's just thrusting in the studio.
100%. I gives a fuck. That doesn't even make any sense. It should be like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
I'd fuck her with a used rubber after my homeboy's done with it.
You know what? Blaze must have borrowed this from him when he talks about using ABK's rubber after him. They have been hanging out, you know? So Cellbox like, I like that idea. That's a good one. It's so good, we'll use it again.
Cellbox, you nasty.
Forget it.
Don't make me repeat that. Okay, forget it. I admit it, I wouldn't do that. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Because my dick wouldn't fit in a rubber. It's too fat.
This almost feels like I've heard him say this before somewhere
I
else.
agree.
Like,
this is almost like a redone verse.
it just feels like this is on Bazaar or something. This whole part.
Has nothing to do with the Rydas.
The other one, like a little bit. It said ghetto vets, things of this nature. There's not one word in this that sounds like it's part of the song.
It might as well be in Please Don't Hate Me.
So jarringly off whatever everyone else is talking about.
Bullet's about to say, sorry, I'm an am. Ooh. Oh, fuck.
Oh, all
right.
Boy.
Twin Gats. He's like, oh, fuck, here we go. I got to follow that. And again, Twin Gats with a double timing. Everyday smoking, green leaf, everyday gat choking.
So he's like shoving the gat in someone's mouth? Is that what we're...
Maybe. Or choking up on, I don't even, I'm thinking like a baseball, but yeah, choking up on the gat.
Get your hand up higher on that gun.
Every day, no joking. Fuck praying and hoping. Is he talking about himself? A born loser, the drug abuser. He's talking about his fucking boss. Mad as fuck in the Land Cruiser.
He drops Land Cruiser.
Random. He's like, what rhymes with what other kind of cars can we talk about?
I mean, Land Cruisers were fancy like SUVs, right? But
this is super random. Fuck the dues to be paid. There's crews to be sprayed. That's kind of sweet. If I don't pack my heat, it's a knife to your face. So he's getting you even if he doesn't have his gun. This every day, all day, I ain't for small pay. I'm high as fuck, thugged out, always.
Always. I'm looking up 1998 Land Cruisers right now.
So you want to know how the song has to be 4 minutes and 20 seconds long?
Because we still got Fofo and we got a little Shank coming, right?
Because right here, we're at 2:54. That's why. Cell Block does the hook 4 times. So you have 4 more black trucks. Rumble, rumble, rumble.
Got plenty of room to fit him and Fofo in the back.
Yes. Outro.
Yeah.
Bullet. Wait a minute. If that's the outro, where are the other 2?
Right.
We'll talk about that after. That's right, y'all. Psychopathic Rydas. Cell Block. Twin Gats. Bullet. Full Clip.
Hey, they all start yelling, right? Hey.
There's lots of yelling in the background. And the Homebound Rydas. Fofo, Little Shank, and the rest of the Ryda dogs. Hey, yeah, this is where
they all start yelling them.
Hoods and black trucks.
There's another one.
Motherfucks.
No cheese or cheddar or anything on this one.
Nothing.
The truck count is out of hand after this track.
And then in the background, this is like where they're going west side, east side, and then worldwide, baby. Worldwide, baby. Forever and a day. There's lots of like overlaying fucking song.
Forever and a Day, is that somewhere else on this? I guess we'll get to it.
In my head,
I like remember the Forever and a Day so much, but I'm like, is this the only part they are singing that?
I'm thinking in my head, Forever and a Day, Psychopathic every day. So that's going back to like the first. That's like the Running with a Hatchet is every day.
Yeah.
So like, I'm putting those 2 together.
Yeah,
but
it's weird because I feel like we talk about everlasting lines, like the Forever and a Day sticks out to me. But yeah, maybe it's just my brain linking it to it. But like, I'm like, do they sing that somewhere else on here?
It could, because they do mention other shit in different. Like they talk about Dumpin in lots of songs, so it's possible. We riders, we ride, baby, we ride, baby. Riding on your streets, jacking your beats, licking your bitches' feet.
Bullet, a horny ass boy in the studio session. That's probably why Fofo and Little Shank decided to stay back.
They're like, fuck all that.
He's trying to hump in the cell block. You deal with it.
Worldwide, baby. Worldwide, baby. What? What?
We need a compilation of all times Jay makes his sexual thrust sounds, because it's all over albums. I know it is. We're just going to skip over licking your bitch's feet.
Well, we can talk about it if you want to.
No, we discussed him being a horny boy. We do need to discuss the homebound riders. Why are they homebound?
If that's his thing, don't.
I'm not shaming him. I just said he was horny because he's fucking.
Oh, I just hit the mic with the fucking papers. Yeah, homebound ride. Like, so, well, this is your theory, but we'll tie it all together.
Yeah, I was trying to dig up where they were at the time because he says, and the homebound riders full. So I'm assuming he's referencing them being homebound. Mr. Bones is headed homebound.
Maybe that's what he's talking about.
I didn't even think of that. That just hit my head right now.
That's great. There's no way Jay's ever listened to Homebound.
No, he had no idea what that was right now.
See, I take that as Cell Block, Twin Gets, Bullet, Full Clip, and the Homebound Riders. I don't take that as, and the Homebound Riders, Fofo, and Little Shank.
Yeah.
I take that as he's calling those 4 the A team and the other 2 the B team.
I didn't take it as that. When I first heard it, I just took he's just shouting everyone out. But then when we had to dive into this, I'm like, oh yeah, they're not on this track. And then when I'm like thinking they're not on the track, they're homebound. So I'm like thinking of the Waffle House fight. I'm like, were they like on house arrest? Like they couldn't leave? But I'm like, for just one song they were not a recording?
Yeah.
Like it's very random. And
then
I'm like,
that puts like, when did these, how far apart are all these recordings? If that's the case, if they're on house arrest, it's like for weeks or months, not just like.
Yeah, we need to go back. Like we could probably piece together when this was recorded, because there's probably a moment like if they're on tour and all of a sudden they're off the tour, and you're like, oh, that moment whenever they're off the tour, they had this song they threw together. Like I don't know. Just seems like something was going on. Or they had a flu. Just couldn't show up.
I mean, it's possible that they just like went and did something. Like I think this is too early for them to like do their own promo.
Yeah,
they weren't on their own tour.
No, they were like always the background guys, and all the promos just which makes it even weird that like Blaze is even in, like you said, in this.
That's why. It's a odd 4. So they must have been off doing something. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was just for a day. Like again, I'm getting my time frame mixed up. Did you ever watch the? See, I'm mixing things up now. The ICP documentary. What?
Shockumentary.
No, the one where they're like on tour.
Backstage passes.
I'm done. There's one that they have where it's like, and they have a part where like Twiztid and Blaze go off to a studio and like fuck around. Like when these guys were all on tour, I think they were doing that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they actually recorded something there. But I feel like there's also been stories of when they were on random tours, they would stop and record. So maybe that's when shit like this. But yeah, then was Twiztid just? How did the four of them say, we're going to go cut one track, and I think it's another one. I think there's another song on the CD without them.
Without them? Yeah, it had to been a one time where like, we need a couple more tracks, we'll just skip them.
Yeah, like it wasn't just a day where like Twiztid's like, we're going to go check out this toy store. And
Yeah.
they're like, we're going to go record 3 songs. Like, what? That's...
Or maybe, would this have timeline lined up with when they're doing the most cases reissue, and maybe they're out doing the reissue stuff, and like they're in the other side just when it toss each other some Rydas tracks.
Now we're insinuating that they have like 2 recording sessions at the same time.
I still don't even think this was recorded in like any studio. I feel like this was just like tossed together on the bus or something. I don't know.
But when we go to that, then all the underlays and like the...
True.
And
It still
like,
sounds good.
The hooks that like... Every day, like someone had to put it together. So who puts this together?
Well, they did the reissue at the disc, right?
I would assume so.
Maybe they're in another room doing the reissue, and they're just doing Riders in the other room, like.
But now you're saying that fucking ICPs of the disc, they're not at the disc.
Back then, they would have been.
I don't think so.
They probably did this there.
I think they're above the disc. I think they hated the disc.
No, they're
back
below
then.
the disc because they're way deep underground.
Okay. Anywho,
By the end of the season, we'll do some sleuthing. Is that the word?
Sure.
Some digging and looking, trying to figure out why they're homebound. We know why they're homebound. We figured it out last season.
If you want to hear the homebound, go back to the second episode of last season.
Yeah.
All right, so how do you feel about Every Day?
It's all right. The hook, I think, probably is the thing that stands out the most.
Are you moving the fucking tabs around? Why are they not
Yeah,
in
they like
order?
disappeared. I couldn't find them.
Because they're not in fucking order.
I was about to refresh it.
Now they're in order.
I don't even see them on mine. Let me refresh mine. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine digging into it like this. Maybe I don't like it as much as I used to, but if I'm listening to the album, it's like it's not a skipper. I'm just like,
No,
it's a head nodder. But when you dig into it, you're like, I don't know, the weakest one of the bunch so far. But the hook jumps out. The hook's got that call response. Like it's one that you do live and would yell back and forth for sure. I feel like.
Yeah, I don't think anything's a skipper on the
Yeah.
CD because it all just flows pretty naturally. But yeah, I don't know if it's the best one.
Jay's really funny in it.
Yes,
And Shaggy's very shaggy in it.
it's a very ICP song
Yeah.
with Blaze. It might as well just be a.
Blaze's Bizarre track. Misery's still there. Alternate universe for Blaze and Misery are the new Twiztid.
At first, they were friends,
At first they were friends.
and then you know what
Yeah.
happens. All right. Before we get totally out of here, we should wrap up with our 90s rewind.
Yes.
So I'm going to go through this real quick because I didn't even look at this. So I'm going off the seat of my pants.
Just like Jay.
I am going to talk about some stuff that happened in the year 1999, fall of 99, for the music.
Oh, here we go.
Not just albums, but like what is going on.
Yeah.
So let's see. The MTV Video Music Awards of 1999 takes place, and Britney Spears has the memorable performance doing "Baby One More Time."
It's not. So yeah, that's when she's first showing up. I'm thinking of when she had the snake at the movie where
Yeah,
that's
this
the
is-
girl.
yeah, this is
well, no, that's a
before.
couple years later.
And then NSYNC joins her to do "Tearing Up My Heart."
Vaguely remember this. I was still big watching those at the time. Like
Me too.
They were still
But I don't remember this being.
must see
as-
TV.
Rapper Eminem is sued by his mother for $10 million.
pretty soon going to be getting involved with old Dougie Doug, huh? We talked about that. Go back to the Pendulum season.
Creed releases their second album.
See, there's a tour coming that you're going to love. Did you see that one?
I'm not into that.
Oh, I thought for sure you'd love that butt rock.
The Creed and the other dickheads?
It's like Creed, Nickelback, like it's all those bands are going on tour.
That is the ending of my liking.
I could see that then, yeah.
I'm not into them. But
I thought maybe it would bleed over and you would have still liked it.
Sorry.
Yeah, you should be.
Heartbreaker by Mariah Carey reaches number 1. Becomes her 14th number 1 single.
Damn, that's impressive. And she has the fucking just cash cow, just printing money with that Christmas single every year.
When it stayed at number 1 for another week, Mariah Carey surpassed the Beatles for the act with the most weeks spent at number 1.
I think Taylor Swift beat that recently. I think she's right up there in that echelon of like unbelievable amount of singles are riding the charts.
Also in 1999, the fall, the first Coachella festival was held.
Wow. Did you watch that documentary? Did we talk about that?
We may have, but I didn't watch it.
That was a good one. It's like a 4-parter.
We have
Carrie Farrell.
Beck, the Chemical Brothers, Tool, Morrissey, and Rage Against the Machine.
Solid.
We've talked about a lot of those bands.
Yeah.
I was just laughing the other day at when we didn't know how to pronounce Tool's album, and Steve called up, and he was fucking...
Oh, by the way, speaking of the bands we're talking about, Rage Against the Machine, someone insinuated that we were saying he was white.
They did the exact opposite of what we were doing. Said.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to.
I just want to say we do know that Zach Taylor is not white. It's not what we were getting at.
And we were getting
weeks ago.
The exact opposite thing. Gary Cherone leaves Van Halen.
Oh,
it's disappointing.
Bye, Cherone.
And we'll skip to this last one.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Levy. Are you familiar with him?
I don't think so.
He's a University of Oregon student. Having downloaded MP3s without permission, is the first person convicted for copyright infringement.
I do remember that. That's another documentary. The how music got free. They talked about when they they interviewed that guy, how they hammered him, and he's like, just fucking college kid, but like they use me as an example to like try to scare people like from doing it instead of going after like the ringleaders of it. They go after me. I'm like, yeah, that sucked.
2 years of probation and a limit on internet access. Oh,
be for the better nowadays. Unless you're going to juggalorewind.com and checking out the archives. I said that like Trump. My fucking mannerism there.
It's the best website ever. Guarantee it.
Guarantee. Juggalo historian. Juggalo king. He called himself a king today?
I didn't see that. All right. Well, if you want to see more or listen to more of our political nonsense, Chris talking about Donald Trump, follow us. Well, this is not where we do it. We do it on our personals. So where we're professional is on the Juggalo Rewind social media. So that's Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, all those good, fine social medias, before they shut them down.
I also have a Blue Sky for all the liberal fellows who left Twitter.
Do you use it at all?
I mean, I post, if I remember to post anything on Twitter, like Twitter, I'll do a lot of, like, not a lot, but if I see some joke, like something to retweet, yeah. But like, if I'm posting something, I'll post it on both.
Really?
I don't ever scroll Blue Sky because I'm like, I'm not going to scroll both these fucking cesspools of hell.
Have you put it on the link tree?
Oh, I should add that.
Does it have its own icon?
Maybe by now. I feel like it's not still the size of the other ones, but it's gotten decently popular. I feel like.
I don't know.
Just like fucking another thing we got to fill out. And
yeah. Anyways,
but you could follow us there.
All social medias at Juggalo RWD, and then use the hashtag Ryda Rewind if hashtags even work anymore.
I don't know.
I don't think they do.
I added them again this week, and I feel like I had less interactions than the ones I added them on.
Fantastic.
I never know anymore.
You can listen to us anywhere where podcasts can be listened or watched. So that means YouTube. Find us on YouTube and comment below if you're watching. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Everyone wants to know the difference between YouTube and the audio. I was just telling someone this weekend that YouTube, you get all the bullshit.
Yeah.
None of the bells and whistles that you do on the audio, but you get to see all the fun stuff, but you also get all the ums and ahs and you with your hacking cough.
I get little pop-ups too. I'll pop up funny things
Yeah,
here and there.
that's what I'm saying. It's
like
like
the trade-off. You get the clean version on yours with like some funny drops and clips of songs maybe, and then mine's like goofy nonsense popping up behind us.
Wherever you watch or listen, don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, so that we can find you. You don't have to come looking for us in the Navi and Benzo pistol whipping hound dog.
I'll sip some hen dog with you though if you like.
That's for a later date. That's for Halloween weekend.
That's for Kill a Fool's Day.
Let's see what else is there. Don't forget to share with a friend, either on social media or the old school way, by just turning it on in the car and locking the doors. Who was talking to us the other day that said that like they were trying to make their girlfriend listen to it?
Oh yeah, someone did say it. I don't know.
I forget. Maybe that was on Instagram.
Yeah, I don't know if she enjoyed it at all.
Yeah, we need follow up on that.
Right.
You can also contact us, not just in the comments on all of our social medias or podcast platforms, but you can leave us a voicemail or a text at 810-666-1570, or you can email us at juggalorwd@gmail.com. Questions, comments, concerns, topics, something about the Rydas, something not about the Rydas, something not about Juggalo shit. Just
Sopranos.
It gives me another idea for something I want to do in the future, but we'll dive into that at another time, just not today. And if you give us anything fun like that, we'll sprinkle it in throughout the season, or we'll wrap it up at the end of the year. As Chris has alluded to, the website juggalorewind.com, he is working diligently on archiving the Juggalo history there.
I'm the Wayback Machine of just the Juggalo world, as I steal stuff from the Wayback Machine. Actually, I listened to an interview with the creator of that on NPR just this day. Going to pick up my daughter from school. I'm like, it's interesting hearing him discuss it.
Instead of the Wayback Machine, you should call it like the the party at the top of the hill machine, or the fucking something old Juggalo related. Anyways, check that out. We always try to throw fun stuff on there. Don't forget, if you enjoy our wrestling nonsense, go follow 20x20 Apparel and the 20x20 Pod, or just ask us and we'll direct you there, because we don't know if the podcast still works. We should note, thank you to Lil Krampus for her voiceover work, to Analog, and to Stir Crazy.
Oh,
so
Stir Crazy getting involved now
with the 90s Rewind jingle.
Oh,
got a little heads up from him.
Nice.
Do I have to give that to you for the audio, for the video,
sure.
boy? All right.
I'll add that.
And then if you've missed anything here, check the show notes, either here or on the bios and the social media. There's a link tree that gives you all of the details on all of this fun stuff. So I think that's it for this week.
Hey, not bad this week, huh?
Could have been better. Could have been worse. But that's okay, because it's an everyday thing. I gotta go and,
clean up.
Just do what riders do. And then next week. Stop. That was already last week. You did that. All right. That's it for every day. Next week, we'll be back for episode 5, Ryda Hater.
Book.
But it's very similar to this song. So, if you don't have anything else, we're going to wrap this boy up, and we will see you guys next Thursday morning, 6:05 Eastern on the Superstation.
Bright and early, before I'm even awake.
RWD. Like 2BS.
There's a shirt we need to make. Oh, God.
All right. See you later. Thank you. All music played in this episode and in this entire season is owned by the respective publishers and copyright holders, and is reproduced for review purposes only under fair use.
Every day.